Normally, I wouldn't actually do a video in the middle of a rad storm, but I wanted to come up with an interesting name for this place, and Storm's End sounded just up my street. A lot of Game of Thrones references. I'm probably a few years late, but we moved. So we've got a little toolbox full of pretty useful equipment and a fishing rod. It would seem someone set up here just to have an enjoyable day. And this is probably their pickup truck. They paid their wee bit of time and they've thought, yep, this is exactly what I'll be doing at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Then the bombs fell, but surprisingly there's no skeleton, so it's unclear what happened to this particular person. Maybe I would have loved to have seen a skeleton in the pickup, because then it would have showed that they had set up and went to jump into the pickup when the bombs fell. But in this case, they are nowhere to be found. Even if we turn on the light and have we walk up the boardwalk, there isn't too much going on. Very lacking amount of skeletons. Or maybe went into the barbecue buffet next door. That is a possibility. In a lot of the cases, I often wonder who boarded up a lot of the doors. Obviously, that was just a limitation in game to keep you from exploring every single building. But it's just one of those questions I have. I mean, there probably would have been a good amount of survivors in the aftermath. You know, obvious by the raiders and all the other factions you can find. There's a lot of people survived. But even more people must have, because they boarded up quite a few buildings. But there we go. The storm has cleared. Nice. And you know what? I'm going to remove the water. I'm curious, did he jump in maybe? Nope, doesn't appear that he did. Nope, no skeleton. Again, that would have been an over-the-top requirement, but, you know, I just love finding things like this. But that's Storm's End. If you want to know where we are, just north of the USS Constitution and near, of course, the Irish Pride shipyard. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to connect with me on any of my socials, be sure to check out the description for the playlist and spreadsheet for all the unmarked locations. See you in the next one. Bye bye.